I can't wait.
14 schools in Ascension Parish received grants from the LSU Ag Center and PCS Nitrogen to help them grow their own gardens.
Right there.
My name is Taylor Fry. We'll track the growth of 6 of the 14 schools until the end of the school year.
Y'all are good and strong.
This is Greauxing Gardens.
Hey, what y'all got right there? Yes, I'm excited about this.
What is the name of this story?
The very hungry caterpillar.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Today we are at Gonzales Middle School visiting Miss Carla Duplashans, and they call her class the Dupe Troop.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf.
She is teaching the students about all the different kinds of insects that live in the garden.
Out of the egg came a tiny, very hungry caterpillar. Do we see any caterpillars?
Well, I don't see them.
You don't see them? Let's see if we see any caterpillars for our very hungry caterpillars.
If I see that caterpillar, I'm a bit happy. Your caterpillar. I didn't see him before. I didn't see him eating our stuff.
I didn't see him eat it either, but I see the holes he made.
Last time we were here, the students were planting potatoes.
Okay, wait, ready? Okay, cover it up. Okay, cover, put it in.
And they have grown so much from just the little seed that they planted, they've grown into plants.
The potatoes, if you look in the first bed, the potatoes are growing, and they've gotten from planting just the food source, the little seedling, and they've gotten at least 12 inches high. And those are the potatoes.
Since we've been here last, the students have planted cucumbers, they've planted beans, they've planted tomatoes, and they've planted sunflower seeds. And they have all grown. I think they've planted the cucumbers from seed, and the tomatoes were planted from transplants. So, and they're all growing great.
My name is Jean Odom. I'm a paraprofessional at Gonzales Middle School, and I work with severe and profound handicapped children.
We found a hole where a caterpillar was eating.
I didn't know that the caterpillar eat the leaves.
The garden has a timer set on it, and it's turned on every morning at 5:30 to 6 o'clock. So by the time we get here, the garden's finished watering. We just have to check and make sure it goes off every day. And the kids come out every day and check to see if the garden's being watered.
Tell her what you do with the garden.
Do you
Watch the flowers. Tell her what this is. Flowers on the plants.
Mr. Ray is their master gardener, and he comes, the teachers say, twice a week, and he loves the garden. He loves being out here with the kids. Today he's not here, and it's really sad because I don't really know very much about caterpillars. And I'm wondering if caterpillars are bad or good for the garden. And so, thank goodness for phones, because I texted Mr. Craig Roussel at the LSU Ag Center, and he said that caterpillars are mostly bad because they usually eat the leaves. So caterpillars are not good. However, butterflies are good because they help pollinate the plants. So bad caterpillars, but we want butterflies. What you gonna do?
Do y'all think these are real carrots on top of here? Real carrots? What is it? What are you eating?
Carrot cupcakes.
Carrot cupcakes. What do you think a caterpillar would do if he was crawling around in here? Do you think he would want to eat your cupcake?
A caterpillar is an insect with many legs. Caterpillars can be colorful and fuzzy.
We're working out of the program called Unique.
Was there a caterpillar in our garden? No, but we did find a what? An egg. Very good.
And it's about a week old. It's called The Hungry Caterpillar Story because the man that wrote the book has a display in Massachusetts right now in all his books.
The Eric Carley Museum is named for Eric Carley. Look, I see a gray.
What is it? What is it?
Where's the
What
gray?
is it?
He is doing the color by number, and then he's going to be able to find what the hidden object is. Okay? It either has to be a caterpillar or an egg on this one. See, each student has different. Do we see any more number 3? This curriculum, the reason we chose the Hungry Caterpillar to do this week is because of the plants and it landing on the leaves and what can happen in the garden, and something could eat our plants.
We have cucumbers going up the trellis, and in the front here.
I think the children are learning how to take care of plants.
It's right here.
They've learned a lot. They really will be able to relate to this when they're able to eat what grows in the garden.
People enjoy books and movies about caterpillars. They make art about caterpillars, and people read The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
They love it. Devontae is one of the favorite. He just comes out and says he can't believe his garden's growing so fast. So I can't wait for the fruits and vegetables to come so he can start picking them and seeing them, because he gets so excited with just a flower on the plant.
And it should be a really exciting end of the year whenever the students get to pick everything and see and eat everything that they've been working with.
I think everything is growing awesome. I think we have a beautiful garden and a beautiful bed. Tell her what this is. Flowers on the plants.
My dad opened the first DeLone Stewart Center in 1974. When we were children, I think I was only about 6 at the time, and we practically grew up here. Now we all work here together to keep in the family what our dad started.
DeLone's has a large selection of Traeger grills and Yeti products for your outdoor entertaining. We are also fully stocked with name brand soils and mulch for your gardening needs. Come in and visit us today at one of our 2 locations.
Hi, I'm Tyler Wagasbeck, NFR steer wrestler.
Tyler Wagasbeck!
Whenever I'm home, Saks Western Store is the place I like to go for anything I need.
Cowboy and cowgirl up. Saks Western Store has everything you need, from horse feed, tack, ropes, hats, shirts, boots, and much more. And we aren't just Western anymore. We have supplies for all your gardening needs. Come to Saks Western Store in Gonzales.
We've always been a community-based business. We started in 1979, and we've grown to what you see today. We started as a feed store. Now we do service work on equipment. We sell hardware. We provide the knowledge that you need when you come through the door. We try to cater to the needs of this community. As it's changed, we've changed. As it's grown, we've grown. And we're looking forward to the next 30 years.
The Growing Garden Show is brought to you by Old Time Farm Supply, keeping plants and animals happy and healthy since 1975.
This is tomato. This is eggplant, and this is pepper. Hi, my name is Kat Hightower. I'm an Ascension Parish Master Gardener with LSU Ag Center. And you can actually recognize them without any fruit on them just by how they look.
Today we are at Dutchtown Middle School again, and last time we were here, this was the place where the middle school boys who were in the PE class were unloading all of the dirt from the back of the LSU Ag Center trucks. And so now we're back, and there are 3 raised beds. Since we've been here last, they've planted potatoes, and then there's 2 empty beds.
There's somebody else like to rake?
What do you think we're adding?
Well, today the students learned about tomato plants. So because these plants grow so fast, we have to give them minerals. They learned how to till the soil and do preparation with fertilizer. You can dust it all in there. There you go. And make sure that the roots would have room to spread and grow. Do we feed plants, or do they make their own food?
They make their own food.
Perfect. They make their own food through photosynthesis. So we're going to add some fertilizer, exactly.
So when we first got out to the beds, the kids did realize that there was an ant problem.
Yeah, there's 2 big ant piles, one back there and one up there.
Okay, well let's go see what we need to do.
There were a lot of ants in two of the beds.
So let's remember, we don't want to mess with the ends, right?
And a lot of the students do not like ants, so we had to figure out the solution really quick.
What we did was we isolated the area. Okay, Ethan, do you want to draw a line over here for us too? Yeah, we made a perimeter, and then we consulted with our teachers, and we got permission to apply an ant bait, which basically will eliminate the ants in 24 hours. Cheers, and let them decide. Where's that measuring cup? What's your name? Okay, so now we need to apply our fertilizer.
Hi, I'm DeAndre Bluen. I teach 6th grade at Dutchtown Middle School. I'm also the Beta Club sponsor here. So my job was to dump the bag of beans, a 50-pound bag of beans, into a big drum. My father was a farmer, so I was raised on the farm. And I had to mix the beans by hand. The story I was telling you earlier was about when I was younger. I had a summer job with my dad. I had to mix the soybeans. So I had to dump the beans in and mix them by hand. A mixer, and that was my summer job. We want to skip see the little first row. I really don't like to get dirty, but I do like giving a love of farming to the kids because a lot of people are opting out of farming. And I tell them all the time in class, we can't survive without farmers. Even though it's not the most glamorous job, it is the most heartwarming and it is very rewarding. So if we start young and give them a love of farming, some of these children might decide to become farmers one day.
One of the ways you can tell if it's good. See how easy.
So needless to say, my hands had a beautiful...
Hi, my name is Karen Watson, and I am a 6th grade math and science teacher at Dutchtown Middle School.
No, just the pot.
We have about 10 to 15 students who come on a weekly basis, and every time we send out an email, hey, we're going to garden today, it's the same group of kids that are like, oh, can we stay?
You're doing great.
Hey, my name is Kari, and I am the 7th grade in Dutchtown Middle School. I actually don't have a garden of my own, but I used to help my grandfather's garden. I like the smell of nature and the wind in your hair.
How are you doing? Good? You got it?
Beautiful. The students were so fascinated by all of the worms.
The worms are a sign of good soil. Worms like soil.
They found so many worms.
So the organic matter is, I explained to the children, it's just something that was once living. And the worms are an important part of that because they break it down, so they release the nutrients for the plants to have. And we talked about the end product that the worms produce, which is their poo, if you will, and that's called worm castings. And there's great benefit to that, so we talked about the nutritional value to the plant.
Long time ago, they used to say if you sing to your plants, they grow.
Say with me.
Sing it, girls.
'Cause you're all I need. See, I'm not a girl.
Miss DeAndre is a character. She named the pepper plant Red Hot Chili Peppers.
For your red
I'm trying to find, for my red hot chili pepper girl. I'm trying to find something.
None of the kids knew who the Red Hot Chili Peppers were.
And this is the song they sing. Y'all may not, don't look at the video. Y'all may not know the name of the band, but this is the song.
Okay.
But you should have heard the song. It's Californication. So I had to play them some music to kind of to educate them. So the garden is turning into more than just something about educating them about gardens. It's more of like a life journey through Miss Bluen's life. The Red Hot Chili Pepper gets a big sign, and it gives them a sense of ownership to the plant because they've named it now.
The variety of plants is a celebrity, and Beyonce is my favorite celebrity. I named my tomato plant Beyonce.
Beyonce is on my phone. Girls. So they're going to want to check on it. They're going to want to make sure the plant is living, that it's surviving, and hopefully when it bears fruit, they will want to eat of the plant. So that's what I'm hoping for.
That would be me. I had such a good time today at Dutchtown Middle School.
Hit it, hit it!
There was so many things going on. The students learning how to take the transplants out of the little canisters.
I want you to hold the plant by the stem, tip it, just give a little squeeze, pull it out. Very good, pull it out. Now set it in your hole. Just like that. That's the roots. Would you like to see them?
Wow, this is so cool.
You see the roots?
That is so cool.
Cool. Now fill it up. Gently fill it up. You can use your hands if you want.
Oh my gosh.
And they learned how to mulch, and they found so many worms. That soil must be excellent because they found so many worms, and the kids were so fascinated.
Very good. You found a little one. There's both quantitative and qualitative studies that have shown that when you have a school guardian initiative that there's benefits, and those include improvement in science achievement scores. Doing awesome. Look, your plant already has flowers. It's going to set some tomatoes. That's the flower right there. And also in good dietary habits. So children are more, their attitude changes towards vegetables. They're more likely to use them as snacks or place them in their diet. And these are things that hopefully follow them throughout the course of their lifetime.
So now the beds are full. The students have planted tomatoes, an eggplant plant, and also a pepper plant. And so it's going to be really exciting to come back next time, and hopefully the students will have tomatoes to harvest, or at least having tomatoes sprouting and being able to see them start growing.
I think they're really enjoying it, and I think they'll enjoy it even more once they see the fruit of their labor.
Yeah. You have to help us with the poker. Okay.
Hi, I'm David. I grow my own vegetables and herbs. I like to plant bell peppers, onion, tomatoes. One of my favorite things to cook is a chicken recipe with a lot of rosemary and a lot of lemon. I love to garden with the kids. From the planting to the cultivating to the actual harvest and seeing it used in our food, and I just think it's something great for them to learn.
There's nothing like fresh vegetables and herbs straight from your backyard. And we've got all your favorites at Louisiana Nursery.
Oh, I got some secret recipes, but no, I don't think I'll be telling you.
Home IQ from eTel is smarter security and home automation. Remotely activate and monitor your security system. Lock and unlock your doors. View and record video. Control your thermostat and lights. All on one easy-to-use app and website you can access from your smartphone, tablet, or PC. With eTel's Home IQ, home is where your handheld is. Call or visit etel.com/homeiq to see the app in action and to learn more.
Health starts at the moment of conception. And as we grow, it's important to nurture our growth with natural and healthy choices. Here at the Horn of Plenty, we provide the right natural building blocks to ensure optimal, healthy growth.
Jordan, come see. We're going to go outside. Come on. All right, we're going to go outside and plant peppers, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
We are here at Lakeside Primary today, and last time we were here, the students were planting trees for the Reach a Kid, Teach a Kid grant, and also working in the garden. Today, Miss Donna Gainey's class will be out here in the garden, and they will be checking on the crops, planting a few more vegetables, and also pulling weeds.
Okay, first I want you to look. You see all this grass in the ground? We have to pull all that grass up after we plant, okay? Oh my gosh.
Our potatoes are coming out.
Look at the potatoes.
Look at potatoes.
See all the potatoes?
Since the last time we were here, The potatoes are coming out the ground.
Okay. Don't dig in there. We have to let them grow. No lettuce yet.
The beans are growing.
What are we planting, Callie? Peppers.
But
Look,
some of the crops are struggling a little bit.
Still really, really wet out here. We had a lot of rain and a lot of water at our school, so it's kind of sitting in our garden right now in the rocks. And some of the plants look like they might have a disease, so we'll have to check into that. We're so close to the river that the river flooded the back of the playground, and the water just kind of sat, and it's still sitting here. Not much sunlight those few days that it did rain, so that's affected the plants.
Even though some of the plants are showing signs of possibly having some diseases, I think the students will learn a lot.
The students learn that not everything you plant will survive, that you have to, the weather conditions depend on a lot of how plants grow, and that they do have to constantly come and monitor. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep on going. So we came out and planted peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. We planted them as seeds, and they were ready to be put into the ground. Good job. Callie, you got your hole?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
Dirty high five.
Woo! All right, come dig one right here, Jordan. Right here, come do another one. Okay. Push all this on top of that. So you gotta cover gentle. They're still baby plants, so they're not gonna, you gotta take care of them. Good job. Good.
Another important thing to learn when growing a garden is weeding.
When you pull, you don't want to pull just this, because nothing will happen. So you want to grab it right there and get the roots out to keep it from growing back, okay? So look, there's some all right there by the potato beds. So go pull some of the grass up. Yeah, but let's start right here first.
So when the students were pulling up the weeds, it was so cute to see their faces.
And what do you have to do with that part of the root of the plant? Throw it in the grass, because it's not any good for the... Uh-oh, get it and throw it back.
It was great to see them feel so accomplished for doing that.
Yeah. I just see them growing socially when we're out here with the 4-H kids. They recognize them in the hall, they talk to each other. So it's been a big learning experience for both sets of students. Good job, Cal. All right, come on, we're going to plant.
No matter the size of your project, big or small, Outdoor Living will deliver to you. So come see us at Outdoor Living in Gonzales or give us a call.
Dishes. Not pretty in your sink, not pretty on your house. Weather interference? Also not a pretty picture. And those dish contracts, long-term commitments, big cancellation fees, it all gets pretty ugly. So when you're tempted by unbelievable offers, read the fine print. It's not as pretty as you think. But with ETEL TV, everything looks better. No contracts, channels you really want, a clear, reliable picture, local service. ETEL TV. It's a beautiful thing.
So the Ascension Parish Master Gardeners have this really great program with the LSU Ag Center called the Library Series. I've been able to go a couple of times and it was so great to learn. I went to a series about tomatoes and then also a series about potted plants, and I learned so much. And every master gardener that I've talked to has said that they are not masters at gardening, but when they come together in a group, they are able to help people and answer so many questions. And so it's a really great thing. The library series, you can continue your education. It's completely free and it's offered to the public. And for more information, you can contact your Ascension Parish Library and also the LSU Ag Center. I know that they'd be so happy to have you there. That's where their heart is. They love teaching people about gardening, and it's just a really great program, and I think you'd enjoy it so much too.
Hey, my name is Ethan, and I'm a 6th grader that goes to Dutchtown Middle. Mr. Craig, is it true that singing or playing music to your plants makes them grow?
I'm Craig Greauxing, and I'm the horticulture agent for Ascension and St. James Parish for the LSU Ag Center. Talking and singing to your plants, that's a good question. There's a lot of people who believe that it helps the plants. Now, I'll say this, I'm not a believer in that. There's no scientific data to support that. But there's no research that'll indicate talking to your plants and singing to your plants are gonna help them. You know, but again, some people will do it. If nothing else, it makes the person feel better. So it's fine.
Stay with me.
Sing it, girls.
'Cause you're all I need. See, I'm not a girl.
It has been another great week being able to go to 3 of the schools and seeing the gardens grow and then also see the children grow and the teachers.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on the moon.
At Gonzales Middle School, it was fun to read The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That's one of my favorite books with those students, and they got to learn about caterpillars, and then they got to go out to their garden and look for caterpillars. And then they got to go back into the classroom and eat those delicious carrot cupcakes, which is always a lot of fun. And then they got to continue learning about the caterpillar and the butterfly. Their potatoes are looking awesome, so it's going to be a lot of fun to go back and see them harvest all of their hard work that they've put into that garden. At Dutchtown Middle, it was a whole lot of fun going over there, being able to see the students sing to their plants, hear Miss DeAndre talk about her childhood growing up on the farm. That was so much fun. And then also seeing their master gardener, Miss Kat Hightower, just talk to them and teach them so much about how to transplant, why you do it a certain way, and then also how to fertilize. They got rid of those ants, which was great.
Oh my God.
And then at Lakeside Primary, Miss Donna took her class out to the garden to pull weeds. And it has been a lesson at every single school, and so cool to see the teachers teach the very same lesson. Just pull the weed up by the roots and do it right the first time. They're not just learning how to pull weeds, but they're also learning how to do something right the very first time. And they have gotten so much rain at Lakeside Primary that's affected their plants a little bit. They haven't, a lot of the seeds didn't sprout. And so it's been hard, but Ms. Donna is saying so positive about it. And it's teaching the children that weather plays a huge part in growing a garden. And no matter how hard you work, sometimes the weather just affects it. We are now right dab in the middle of the growing season, and everything is planted. The students are starting to see flowers pop out on their plants, and now they're just going to be anticipating, waiting to see their fruit start growing, and so it's just a really exciting time.
If I see that caterpillar, I'm a bit happy.
Every day.